season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He'll try to do it himself. Got his man. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gets it past the marker. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Jacksonville State's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Cole. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos.
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, no! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and that one hung up there a little bit, didn't it? It just hung up there a little bit. The defense had time to come, react to the football, make a play, and he probably wishes he could have that back because that should have been an interception.
Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Seminoles are on the move. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target.
Touchdown, Florida State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking for a man. It's Cole. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. and the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
To throw, it's Cole. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Unloads quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They'll try to run it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Gamecocks.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Noles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, the ball's out on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Cole. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the air on second down. Connection to the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to take it There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it in the middle with Sanders. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Back to pass, it's Cole. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one.
Going the other way, he's got room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cole. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The Seminoles have it back up trying to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
That's caught. It's Johnson. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to sling it on second down. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Cole. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. some room into the goal line. Touchdown, no! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Pocket breaking down. Ball a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
I just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play. Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. wants to throw. It's Cole. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think
he's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The give on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they're after him. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They want that clock to run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the run, it's Tanner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. Going right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Finds the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.